take right foot slightly forward, split stance. Okay, reach up, push up off your back toes, look up, and then send your hips back. Reach your hands back and lift your front toes. There's your hamstring. Okay, let's do a few more like that. Forward and back. You can go whatever speed you feel comfortable with. You don't have to do my same speed. This is our last one on this side. Okay, let's switch our feet up. Do the other side. Reach up, push up off the back toes, look up, get really long. Sweep your hands back, hips go back, lift the front toes. And let's do that a few more times. Okay, last one on this side. Here we go, all the way up and back. Okay, good. All right, we're gonna go to wide legs and do just a few sweeping reaches. So whatever width you feel comfortable with. So reach up, big arm sweep, and then hinge, push your hips back, make sure your knees are bent a little bit, and repeat, up and down. So we wanna get everything warmed up before we start getting into deeper stretches. Okay, last one. And release the hands. All right, let's bring our feet in together. We're gonna do our upper back shoulder mobility stretch. So take left foot forward. We're back to that short split stance. And then hands go behind your head. So this is one we do a lot in Stretch with the Leader too. We're gonna twist to the left. And now dip down. Lift back up, twist again. Dip down. Lift back up, and last twist. Okay, come back to the center, and let's switch our feet and do the other side. Twist to the right, dip the elbow, lift back up, twist again, dip the elbow, lift back up, and twist again. And come back to the center. Okay, arms up at 90. Now let's take our feet about shoulder width apart. We're gonna bring elbows in, elbows out, press your palms down, lift back up, and repeat. So it's in, out, lower, lift. So we're working through some internal and external shoulder rotation. You know how you hear about how people injure their rotator cuff? Okay, these are our rotator muscles. We're warming them up before we stretch them. Last one. Okay, now hold here. We're gonna reach up and then slide your elbows down, squeeze your shoulder blades together, pull your elbows in by your body, and do that a couple more times. So just imagine, and if you have a wall close by, you could do this against a wall. What you'd be trying to do is keep your elbows, back of your hands, shoulders against the wall as you do these slides. Okay, hold down this time. Now we're gonna reach forward, open up the shoulder blades round through the back, and then send your thumbs back and look up. Let's do a few more like that. Forward and back. Okay, go ahead and release your arms now down to your side. Keep that tall posture, but now do just a few shoulder rolls. You can do one at a time, then we can do them together. Okay, so now we're gonna take hands behind your back. You're gonna grab your right wrist with your left hand and pull your hand straight down. Again, make sure your knees don't lock. And then we're gonna take left ear to left shoulder. Okay, left ear to left shoulder, and then turn your chin towards your shoulder, up and down. Couple times. Okay, now keep your chin down, and now we're gonna lift the chin up and down over the shoulder. Okay, release the arms, shake them out. Okay, now we're gonna do the other side. So grab the other wrist, left wrist, pull down, and then take right ear to right shoulder. Now chin goes down and up, little turns. Now keeping your chin over your shoulder, chin goes up and down. And come back to the center and release. Okay, we're gonna do some hip and hamstrings here. So let's take left foot behind, so it's kind of a curtsy stance, so your foot's behind. Then we're gonna take right hand on your hip, and then left arm goes up and over. Really open up that space in the side of your hip. And release the arm down. Let's just do it one more time on that side. Up and over. Okay, let's switch sides. I always get really tight in there. Okay, so find your curtsy stance, hand on hip and up and over. And release it down. Let's do one more. And release. Okay, so now we're gonna do a hinging squat sequence that's gonna hit the hamstrings really well. So we're gonna take feet about shoulder width apart, and you just make sure your knees are soft. So we're gonna take arms up, but just keep shoulders down away from your ears. Now we're gonna hinge forward, so you push your hips back, your knees just stay a tiny bit bent. Okay, so once your back is flat, release your hands. Now hands point at the ground. Squat as low as you feel comfortable with. Then reach your arms back up and stand up. Okay, that is the sequence. Here we go. Hinge, look at the ground, drop your hands, squat, reach your arms up, look forward, and stand up. You get to choose how deep you squat. Here we go. Hinge, drop your hands, squat, reach up, stand up. Okay, hinge again. Now this time we're gonna hold our hinge, so bring your hands to your knees. Okay, put your hands right above your knees. So knees are bent just a little bit. Bend them a little bit more. And now lift your hips up really high until you really feel your hamstrings. Okay, bend the knees again. Drop the hips and lift the hips up. Walk yourself all the way back up. Okay, I'm gonna move to a lunge position. So take your right foot forward, left foot goes back. So we're up on the back toes. Okay, and we're just gonna push up and down on the back toes. So we're gonna wake the calf up. Okay, now turn and plant the back heel, and then try and straighten the front leg. Okay, now we're gonna bring your hands to your chest, and then reach your chest over your front leg until you feel that front hamstring. Then it says hello. Okay, bend the front knee again. Lift it back on the toes, step forward, and then switch legs. Okay, Kim's dog is trying to join her in her stretches. Okay, up and down on the back foot. Lifting the heel. Okay, now turn and plant the back heel, straighten the front leg, and reach your chest over your front leg till your hamstring says hello. And then come back up and step forward. Okay, let's go to wide legs. I'm gonna do a little more inner thigh hamstring. Let's take arms out. Okay, so feet are parallel, toes pointed forward, arms out. We're gonna reach towards the opposite foot or knee. Whatever body part you can reach is totally fine. We're gonna alternate sides. You bend the knee as you reach. Side to side. Okay, we're gonna hold this time on this side. You can put your hand on your knee, bring your right hand to your hip and roll the shoulder back. And now slowly start to straighten the right leg. And then bring it back up. Let's do the other side. Reach down, hand to knee, hand to hip, roll your shoulder back. And then start to straighten the leg. And then come back up. Okay, let's bring our feet back in. Interlace fingers behind your back. Reach hands down. And then pull your ribs in, but keep the chest lifting. Bend the knees just a little bit and start to hinge forward. We'll hold for like 3 more seconds. And then come all the way back up. All right, we're all done with stretching.